this match. We have Jelle Geeseling here, who already drew for round 4. I guess you're drawing for round 5 as well.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. And no plan to play for seed.
Maybe if I know my opponent's deck and it's a bad matchup, I might just try to kick him out. That's the only thing I can think of that I wouldn't draw, because I have been on the draw every match now.
Mm-hmm.
So most games as well, because I won a lot of them, and it actually didn't felt like a disadvantage. I think the format is slow enough. It's not really a disadvantage to be on the draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course it's always better on the play, but yeah, I don't care about the seat then.
Yeah. All right. So welcome in the booth then. Hopefully for 2 rounds.
Yes, I hope so too.
And I'll need your help because we're updating the live card now, and it's taking a lot of mental effort. I already noticed.
The live card. Ah yeah, there. Wow.
Wow.
Confiner Strijder.
Yeah. So what's your favorite Magic card?
My favorite Magic card of all time?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a question. That's one possibility, which she stands alone, also known as Barn Glory, but it's legal then. Yeah, it could be that one. I'll go with that one. You also have this one artifact that costs 8 mana and just shuts down the game on itself, because players can't draw cards, and when they should draw a card they have to discard a card or sacrifice a permanent instead.
What the hell is that?
I think it's like Omen Machine or something. No, Omen Machine is the new version, but there's an old version that does even more. But this one as well is pretty insane for locking down the game.
So, in the meantime,
Yes.
Arthur has taken a mulligan. I think Lars is keeping. I'll put Lars's name where it's supposed to be. There we go. That looks better.
I think this matchup is slightly in favor of Lars. Arthur is playing, I think, Ramp. Yeah, he's playing Ramp. With, of course, Amarkula as the big finisher. And Lars is playing Blue Eye Flyers, which can get very aggressive, especially against decks with not that much removal. So
Lars is playing Blue-White Temple Flyers? Yeah.
Also, like when Arthur has a random big creature in play and gets Reflector Maged, it's also very painful.
Yeah.
Even Emrakul, but less chance, of course.
Yeah, we need to put the zero,
down
on the bottom. Will be a lot better. That's a Kazandu Refuge.
Yeah, indeed. Whenever a land comes into play, you gain 2 life or put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, I think.
Not Kazandu Refuge, it's a retreat to Kazandu. I know.
Yeah, they're all retreats, those ones.
Yeah.
Those.
The only reason I know is because I borrowed the card.
Okay.
This is Anticipates.
This is Anticipate, yes. It's the latest version.
Yeah, we have so many arts running around currently.
But it's better than the foil one.
The foil promo
yeah,
one.
Because we can't recognize that one at all. Also on the screen it's blurry.
It's a Sky Spawner.
Yep. But I don't know much about Arthur's deck. I just know it's a ramp deck.
Yeah, he got Explosive Vegetation from me, a bunch of draw spells.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's the blue-green emerge as well.
I don't know. I haven't seen that much of the deck, but probably he'll play the blue-green emerge.
So further ramping, getting some lands from his deck. The interesting thing about ramp decks, a lot of them use the Plated Crusher as their finisher.
Yeah.
It's a big hex-proof trampler. What you have with these kinds of decks is they're a weird kind of tempo-ish deck where you sort of have to get the correct combination of cards. You need to get some acceleration and something to accelerate into. If you get only one of the types of cards, your deck pretty much does nothing.
Yeah. I see he has a crush of tentacles in his hand and explosive precipitation for Arthur. On the other side we have some lands, Angelic Purge, Tenacity, Reflector Mage, and I can't see the last card.
You can see it as well. Leaning over doesn't help.
No, I've stopped doing that.
Yeah, you're self-conscious because you're on screen now.
Now that they can see me.
What's got in his head?
I don't do that anymore.
No, that's an Evolving Wild.
Yes, it is. And there's the Angelic Purge sacrificing the Evolving Wilds. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I just sacrifice normal land and search for a land. He has 2 more in hand. He doesn't really want to draw more.
Yeah, I know the thinning option.
I know the statistic is almost ignorable, but why not do it if you can do it?
Yeah, of course. So an explosive vegetation.
Well, of course, yeah. If you don't like shuffling your deck, that's a good reason.
That's the other version. We have this one.
Yeah, I don't like drawing it that much. I like the colors a bit, but
It's so aggressive.
yeah, it's also not pretty sure what's happening there.
Yeah, it looks like a brush fire. So not much is happening right now.
No.
In this match.
Arthur gained some life with Kazandu retreat to Kazandu, and Lars hid some life away. That's about what happened. And yeah, the Kazandu was exiled.
Yeah, that's sort of the problem I noticed with the blue-white tempo deck is it has awesome 3-drops.
Yeah.
It has no 1-drops.
And unexpected.
Okay,
Yeah.
it has 1 1-drop and 1 2-drop,
Yeah.
and that's usually it.
But control decks like Arthur's don't care about the Trap Inspector, so indeed you don't really have a... Yeah, but continue.
So this deck will probably get better if it gets another good 2-drop.
Yeah. But they lose to Open Freeblade.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
they need 2 good 2-drops.
But
So
they gain this awesome creature, blue, white and 3 colorless. A creature that gains 2 life and draws 2 cards. Oh ja, ik ben gewoon weglopen.
So, in the meantime, Reflector Mage entered the fray. It is the key card in this deck. It's the card that made the entire deck tick and work and good and possible.
And will stay for another season.
Yeah, it's not leaving yet.
But like I said, okay, they use the Whirler Rogue and the Open Freeblade.
Yeah.
And Pacifism sometimes, but not all decks play that. But they gain the, I think 2/2 or 2/3 flyer for 5 mana, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
That's really insane.
But
Especially
it's
with
5 mana.
Yeah, but
It's great.
yeah.
I'm
but
not.
I think it's more like a mid-range deck then.
Yeah, it becomes more a grindy mid-rangey deck indeed. Like now, it can fill the aggro role pretty scarily.
Yeah. You also get a 2/3 flyer lifelink vigilance, I think, for 3 mana.
Yeah.
For blue-white, that's... You see, it will be more like a mid-range deck with that is insanely big card draw.
Yeah, so it'll have more comeback potential, which is another thing this deck sometimes lacks.
Yeah, but together this with some Blessed Alliances and stuff, you really have already the basic of a good mid-range deck, I think.
Yeah, you can push it even into later game and have bigger enters a battlefield triggers to abuse with Essence Flux.
Maybe even Gisela and Bruna, because lots of your creatures are humans, so you can get them back with Bruna. But indeed, let's go back to the match.
Yeah, so we have Crush of Tentacles.
Yeah, Crush of Tentacles.
There we go. So bouncing everything, and if it was surged, he gets an octopus, which
but he played
apparently happened.
Anticipate,
Anticipate
before.
into Crush. It's just a little crush.
It's not ideal for him, of course, because all Lars
Yeah,
creatures
he
have,
bounced the reflector mage with it.
Indeed. But it was necessary because he needed
Yeah.
some time. I also don't think he has some big creatures in hand, so.
It's
Is that the best?
considering that
That's the best
he was
alliance.
still at 19. I think he could have waited with the
think so
crush
too.
a little longer and get an even bigger tempo advantage out of it.
Maybe, but he couldn't play the 1/1 because it was reflector maged. So yeah, not playing anything there, it feels wrong. Maybe it's right, but it feels so wrong.
Yeah, what would it would have cost him 5 life to wait a turn and probably
Yeah.
get an even bigger
think I would have
advantage.
waited.
And then he could go Visionary, Surge, Crush, bounce the Visionary, and have mana to play it again.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's definitely better.
I think that would be the turn that I would have preferred to have.
Yep.
It's still bad because then he's facing off against, well, this with just his 1/1.
Yep.
Okay, so a Throbbing Inspector and a Reflector Mage came back. And
I can't see what that is.
Is that the...
Is that the one that draw 4, discard 2?
I don't think so. We still don't have the deck list, so I'm gonna leave you with the discussion for a second and get the deck list.
I think it's the draw 4, discard 2, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, I know what it is. It's draw 6, draw 4 for 6 mana. Okay, and he played a Retreat to Kazandu again, and a land. So yeah, that was his turn. Yeah, it was the draw 4 for 6 mana, the instant.
And what's that called? Is that Grapple with the Past?
No, that's the green card that mills 3 cards.
Ah, yeah,
and,
obviously.
I'll tell you what it is. It's Scour the Laboratory. Laboratory. That
There
one.
we go, yeah. Ah, yeah, that one. Alright.
But yeah, I don't think he had Delirium. Because
So-
he tapped 9 mana for 2 spells.
Lars answered that with a Sky Spawner.
Indeed. Eldrazi's Sky Spawner even.
So,
He typed it one. In the meantime, I'm getting a lot of texts.
happens when you're so popular. So, Lars forming quite a formidable offense. If this is a ramp deck from Arthur, it isn't really showing, like we said before. If you don't have the ramp and something to ramp into, this is the kind of situations you run into.
But he just drew 3 cards, so now he can. He might just do something. He has
I
multiple.
think we see Emrakul in his hand there.
And now he's putting his cards back. I know he plays Emrakul, so.
Yeah, he's ramping into Emrakul, Ulamog, a Plated Crusher, and that's it. The rest are big spells he's ramping into.
Yeah.
So actually he only has really 4 big spells to ramp into, which I think is a bit light.
Hey.
Okay, so we're in the Ulamog, the Emrakul turn right now. Arthur looking at what he wants to do with Lars's hand.
I'm doing the casting now with this. I'm also the princess of the tournament.
So we're in the Emrakul turn for Arthur, looking at what kind of goodies Lars has available to him. So we see a Tenacity, a Blessed Alliance, and the
Whirler
black
Oak.
card is
Whirler Oak.
Whirler Oak.
But he's definitely going to play the Blessed Alliance because that kills Emrakul.
Yeah.
More so, I don't know. I don't think he'll probably play the Tenacity as well. But Blessed Alliance has target opponent, sacrifice an attacking creature, not target player.
Ah,
I play.
that's good because it would be quite a blowout.
But I've played against Emrakul today, and I play 4 Blessed Alliances, so I can tell you, I read it immediately.
Yeah. So attacks with the Reflector Mage, kills it with an Emrakul. Wait, the new Emrakul? Oh yeah, it does fly. For a second I thought it didn't fly.
Flying Trample and protection from instance.
So played the Blessed Alliance for nothing.
It's probably going to play the
Play
Tenacity
the
as well.
Tenacity just to get rid of it. And that's it. So now Lars gets his extra turn.
I hope for him he do Angelic Purge.
Yeah, an answer to Emrakul is pretty urgent at this point. So
Well, he has an extra turn, but he has one more turn.
yeah, Lars only has 2 Angelic Purges in his main deck.
He already played 2.
He already played 2?
Yeah, he removed 2 retreat to Kazandu.
Then,
Things
well,
are-
he's fucked.
Well, yeah, he can. How many Blessed Alliances does he play? He has one more Blessed Alliance.
Okay.
So, actually, here, Arthur shouldn't attack and just play Visionary, so he can attack with 2 creatures next turn. So he won't lose against the Blessed Alliance.
Yeah.
That's
That's playing it extremely safe.
But yeah, but that's the only way he can lose this game. He's not losing on the board. He knows what he can have in hand, except for 1 card,
Yep, true.
and he has 2 mana open. So
I'm curious about the retreat to Kazandus in his deck. They don't seem to be
But
that impressive.
but they already gained them 8 life, the last 2, and they were all both removed. So
Yeah.
otherwise they would have gained them even more life. It's like his way of not playing that much removal, just gaining life instead.
Yep, sure.
And he plays blue-green. He doesn't have that much good removal, so I think it's okay.
Yep. All right.
Like now he plays it, he's probably going to play a land, maybe Evolving Wilds and Explosive Vegetation. So
So he is attacking.
I think I wouldn't have done it, especially with Kazandu now. He has more than enough life.
Yeah, he can afford to wait the turn.
But
Sure.
of course he doesn't know that he only plays 2 Angelic Purges.
Blessed Alliances.
No, Angelic Purges, because those are
Angelic Purges are.
yeah, indeed. But they can.
But
he could now top deck Angelic Purges in Arthur's mind. That's why he wants to attack.
like that
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. Oh yeah, he plays Rights from the Tides.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, there's 3 Rights from the Tides in this deck. So that's his other big spell to try and win the game.
Yeah.
I sort of read over that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool because he plays a lot of instant sorceries.
Yeah, he's also playing pieces of
Amoculus
the
bounced.
puzzle. Yeah,
Reflector
he also
Mage.
plays pieces of the puzzle, grapple with the past. So we had a Rise from the Tides played.
And then Reflector Mage.
And then Reflector Mage, taking care of the Emrakul in play.
And
Well,
he can't play
taking
next
care.
turn. He can't play next turn. So
Yeah. But Arthur is at a healthy low life total, and he has a zombie army ready to.
an Explosive Vegetation in hand, so he can gain 4 more life there.
Or he can put +1/+1 counters
Also.
and actually not die to reflector mages.
Also possible. But it's only on one creature, right?
Yeah. So Arthur choosing for a rather safe attack here. He could have attacked with the Sky Spawner as well, but that leaves him pretty open to triple land.
That's
No,
now from the past. In the end now. Null with the past. Grapple with the past, I mean.
grapple with.
Yeah. Yeah, you have Knalls, those are the 1/1 death touches, I know.
Yeah. I keep mistyping those as Gunnar would.
I've had to do some strange things on camera before against Knalls.
Yes.
Like giving them -2/-2, blocking them after damage, playing Blessed Alliance. Well,
Yeah,
it
that was
was,
a-
but
a
it was
nice-
correct.
It was a nice play. Yeah.
It was the only thing I could do. It was the best play.
It's nice when we get to show our viewers this kinds of play, because I don't think that it's such an obvious play and that many people would have thought of it, but
Tom said he was also. He immediately understood the play when I did it, but he said it was good.
so we have an explosive vegetation that gives him 2 triggers from his retreat to Kazandu.
Yep.
And he puts one of them on the zombie. Where did the other one go?
No idea. I don't see it. Also, there's evolving wilds. Maybe he gained 4 life or something.
He's still thinking about. So
that one is the one
first
from Evolving
is
Wilds,
full- yeah, Evolving Wilds. And
he-
now he has another one available
At
if he
instant speed.
sacrifices. Yeah, but it's completely irrelevant because of the number of blockers. He's keeping one back? Okay. that would have been an interesting decision.
I think this is lost for Lars too. Lars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Definitely.
game over. Lars doesn't have a huge trump spell to turn this around in any way. So he might survive this attack, but that will leave him with a empty board. And after that, it's just a matter of time. Also, next turn, Arthur gets to cast Emrakul again.
Oh yeah, indeed also. There's Gentry _magic, right?
Yeah.
Got it already. Making a little advertising, doing a little advertising.
So,
You were hoping for me or Tom to lose so we can cast, but you didn't think about the fact that we could also just go 3-0 and cast.
yeah. But I need a co-host during the
Yeah.
top 8 as well.
Well, he's playing now against his brother, Niels, Tom. So,
It's a bit of an unfortunate matchup.
Yeah.
Again,
indeed, they, for a moment, they decided, they thought about drawing and both winning next round, but they couldn't
yeah,
do
they're
that.
2-1, right?
Yeah, both of them. Olivier Wattel walking against our tent here.
So, Lars dropping down to 2 and losing his entire board, facing down 14 power of creatures over 6 different bodies. This is
Yeah,
Just
this is
over.
over. This is over. Okay. Yeah. Lars is thinking about it to be sure that he lost, but
he's just milking camera time.
no, he's actually thinking about it.
Alright, and we go into scoop mode. Let's have a look at the sideboards. Right now we have Arthur on 1-0. It was a bit of a weird game where a lot of the time Arthur wasn't really doing anything and then
Yeah.
completely turned it around
But
with
Lars didn't put
Emrakul into Rise from the Tides.
But Lars
Um,
didn't put enough pressure, of course.
No, Lars didn't get a 2-drop, which is a big deal in this matchup. And didn't really have that big of a follow-up. And then once he started to develop. We said the Crush of Tentacles might have been a turn too early, but if he already had a more long-term plan, it sure worked out.
Okay. Okay, here. Lars' sideboard is 4 Philidar Cup, 3 Spell Shrivel, 2 Wedged Griff, 3 Dispel, 2 Expose Evil, and 1 True Fate Sensor. I don't know what that is. The last one.
True Fate Sensor. Let's have a look.
It's Fate. I think it's Fate with F-A-I-T.
True Faith.
Fate. Yeah, sorry, my English pronunciation. Horrible.
True Faith Sensor. Yeah, the equipment.
Okay. So I don't think he will be bringing in that. I think he will be bringing in the 4 Philidar Cups just because they put pressure, 2 drops, and also destroying the Kazandu's retreat to Kazandu after damage. Of course, the 3 Spell Shrivel. And actually, I think that will be it. Just those 7 cards. On the other side, we have Arthur. Arthur plays 2 Aerial Volleys, 3 Caustic Caterpillar, 4 Negate, 3 Dispel, 2 Yada Offshoot, and 1 Vaccine Scuttler. I think here, of course, the 2 Aerial Volleys will be going in the deck. Well, maybe only that. Maybe also the Jada Offshoot. That's the 0-3 that gains life whenever you play a land. Actually, that I don't think more cards will come in the deck. Both Arthur, of course, doesn't want to board out too many cards because he has a plan. And Lars doesn't want to remove too much pressure.
And the other one? Or did we check both of them
actually,
already?
There's both actually. I'm just really good.
Bam. So, Jelle, you've been on the floor in this event at this point. How do you think about the meta game? Is it first? What did you prepare for? What did you think you were gonna see here?
I prepared for a lot of control because a lot of players on Thursday were playing control decks, or said that they would be playing control decks today. But different control decks, like the blue-green that we've seen before. I don't know if you've seen it before, but Meeussen on the Velde, have you seen it on camera?
No.
Oh. So blue-green Delirium, blue-red Rice, blue-black Rice, blue-red with the enchantment that mills, the mill deck. What's it called?
Sphinx's Tutelage.
Yeah, Sphinx's Tutelage.
I also thought Sphinx's Tutelage was quite well positioned, especially if a lot of people are going to play control. It seems a bit counterintuitive that deck is good against control, because you'd expect a lot of people to actually have good cards against you, but the best answer against the deck is actually be aggressive and kill them before they kill you. Or
having Angelic Purges to buy decks have a little advantage here.
Yeah.
1 month ago I would have expected everybody to play Aristocrats.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not the case. The black-green Delirium deck is actually very good against it, and that gaining popularity definitely helped thinning down the Aristocrat players. Okay, Lars plays Reflectormation to nothing, just to put pressure. Knall, Grapple into the past for the land. Probably hoping to see something else there.
Yeah, so the retreat to Kazandu, just to start gaining some life back here. Like we mentioned before, Lars again not capable of putting a lot of pressure on Arthur, which really is the way you attack this kind of deck, but follows up with a Whirl Rogue, which is pretty much the most optimal package you can have in one card.
Now, if he has some essence fluxes or something, he can quickly advance his
Actually
army and getting a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Because he already has 6 power on the board. This is a 3 turn clock.
Yeah. So imagine this kind of
Yeah.
draw with a
A 2-drop?
2-drop.
Yeah, indeed. If next turn he plays like the Drazi Sky Spanner and then that's Flux end of turn, then he has actually a 2-turn clock here.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I'm mistaken.
So
It's, he goes to 1 then, sorry. It's,
Yeah.
No, it's wrong. And also,
The second-
has retreat to Kazandu.
Yeah. The second grapple has revealed an Emrakul.
And he played it. He picked it.
Yeah. Played land, gained 2 life, played the grapple. Welke?
Grapple.
Nee. Als je hem mist, zet hem kwijt. So apparently he missed his retreat trigger, so he won't be gaining the 2 life.
Arthur is looking very sad now. And here we have Aerial Volley, taking care of the 2 tokens.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, in this situation, he actually hadn't played a spell or indicated that he was going beyond the phase where he could have had this trigger.
Are you going to Rotterdam?
So he could have still had it, but the way he phrased this question did not allow me to answer in a way where that would be clear. So he follows up with another Whirler Rogue. And has a pretty sizable army. Now Arthur still doesn't really have anything in the way of a sweeper. So it doesn't look like he can take care of this entire army at once. The Emrakul might be coming into range though. So the retreat to Kazandu really representing a big increase in life. I was questioning it earlier to use it like this, but apparently it's doing quite a bit of work here. Yeah, making sure we have a little less interference here. And we have Yalla back.
Yes. I'm sorry, there was some magic player from Germany here. I had to say something.
Say something.
He's very nice. Oh, there's the negate for this Ascent to Sleep. It's not the same one.
That's not relevant. It's a negate. So it's so people know what it actually does. That's the important thing.
It counts as non-creature spells.
They can see that.
I
It's
know.
above your head. See? So it's
You
right there.
You cannot be an Ojutai monk. They prize wisdom and skill. You have neither.
Wow. Okay, so Lars, on the offensive this time, we know that Arthur can dump quite a few lands in play and gain some life. So the supposedly 2-turn clock he's presenting now will probably turn into a 3-turn clock.
Yep.
But just gaining life won't be enough for Arthur to get out of this situation.
It does gain him extra turns, and that's
Yes.
actually what he needs. So I actually really like it.
Yeah, I already admitted to
Yeah.
the retreat being decent.
Like, here, hop. It's almost an extra turn.
Yep. Almost half of an extra turn.
Yeah. Oh, but it gets negated as well.
So
Explos-
Lars smelling blood here when he starts negating explosive vegetations, especially considering that he knows he's playing against a Rise Against the Tide deck. He's
Yeah,
on the short-term
But
plan.
he's not afraid of the Rise here. Because the Rise...
the Rise
also-
now isn't
yeah.
enough.
So he won't tap out for Rise next turn, that's for sure.
No, Rise is suicide
Okay.
here.
Arthur hoping for his rare here, I guess. He wants
another crush.
He was the crush. To crush Lars's dreams.
I didn't know I invited LSV into the booth.
I'm not. No, maybe I'm that good.
Yeah, I missed my chance to prove that I'm better than LSV.
Yes, you did.
By a mana screw. Okay, so let's see what
Memories of the
Arthur...
past.
Memories of... That's a card, right? Memories of the past?
I think I should probably this. Maybe it's just memory of the past. It's also possible.
No, no memories of the past. Let's have a look at the retreat to Kazandu that we've been talking about so much. So,
Lars tapping 2 of his own creatures just to gain the clue.
yeah.
So he brought it in the exposed evil. I didn't expect that.
Yep. I'm assuming he's expecting more important threats coming from Arthur's deck.
Yeah, but I don't think what you. I don't.
But
know
the most likely
what
one would be Plated Crusher, and that you can't even target that one.
No, indeed. And tapping Elvis Visionaries seemed a little wrong. Okay, you can gain extra turn with tapping Ulamog or Emrakul, but I'm not sure if I like it.
Yeah.
I'll tell him later.
Yeah, you tell him, boy.
One of our viewers is actually admitting that she's distracting me now.
Sarah, stop it. What the fuck?
Okay.
Sarah, feel free to put whatever you want to tell Jelle in the chat. There it is less distractive. And we can actually choose when to reply to your intrusions.
Sarah, do whatever you want. It's a free country. America!
Wait, what?
Okay, let's get back to the match. Arthur is thinking a lot about his options. This is a crush.
Yeah,
This
it had
is
to
a
be
crush.
crush or game over.
I don't know. Did he top deck it? 7 in hand. Yes, I am a rebel. Such a rebel. Okay. Yeah.
Are there any fans of me as well out there?
Probably.
I think they're all in here though.
So, here Lars is thinking about why did I counter the explosive vegetation.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Arthur would have been at 8 instead, and dead.
At that point, maybe he was afraid of Emrakul next turn, so it might just be.
Yeah, sure. Ah, well, he knew
Yeah.
that he has the Emrakul.
Yeah, he had the
so-
Emrakul, so.
Yeah, but Lars also knows. It was revealed.
But now Emrakul was not able to win him the game.
No. Well,
Because he got an extra turn. Yeah, he was just not able.
yeah.
Lars having another exposed evil in hand.
I think this is an interesting play. He could have gone Topen into Whirler Rogue. He can still play the Whirler Rogue now, but he chooses not to present a lethal clock.
Yeah,
In
also he
order
tapped his mana in a way he couldn't play the Whirler Rogue because
Yeah.
those are 2 planes and an island.
Yeah, but he could have.
He could have.
So he's actually representing counter magic here. I guess he is scared enough of the Emrakul. I'm such a Viking. Yay!
Yeah, but here now, when Arthur plays Emrakul, Lars can. He can't tap it with exposed evil. It's protection from instants, man.
Exactly.
Man, wow. I really don't understand it then. But he doesn't know the deck, of course. Maybe he expects more big creatures that are targetable.
Yeah.
We have the deck list. It's easy to see what he should do.
So here, how he has the spell shrivel. Suddenly the play makes sense.
Even exiled. No grapple with the past possible. This is big for Arthur. This is for Lars. This is really big.
This is big for Arthur.
Yeah.
Totally
Also
out of
big
the
for
game
Arthur.
now.
Oh yeah, sorry. So now he has like 1 or 2 cards in hand, and Lars is actually winning again. Well,
Why?
he still gets the extra turn, of course.
Oh, it's a play trigger. Yeah, it's a cast trigger. I was a bit confused for a second.
Those
Like, why is Arthur holding Lars's cards?
Those Eldrazi's are only half happy when you can counter them. You know, not having a 13/13 trample flying into the battlefield. It's only makes you half happy.
At least they don't have Annihilator anymore.
Yeah, but the trigger is also a lot less good without a 13/13 to block creatures.
Yep. So is Arthur going to do anything? He can play Reflector Mage to bounce the token. Play the Expose Evil to do nothing.
Reflector Mage is bounce like the creature your opponent controls. You can't even bounce your own creatures.
So he can just burn the Expose Evil. That's pretty much all he has.
That's actually the only thing he can do. Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. I'm also not sure if he wants to do that because he gives him a clue then.
Yeah.
I really think he just wants to play nothing. Maybe the Expose Evil, but he will sacrifice the Eldrazi sign token, of course, but he can sacrifice the clue and hope for an Angelic Purge.
Yeah, sure.
It's actually he has everything he wants in his hand, so why not do that and hope for?
Yeah, he has everything and more.
Yeah.
So he's going to go for that.
I'm not sure if he's. Yeah, he does. Yeah, but I think he really has to do that.
And he has the mana for the clue.
Yeah.
But it's a Skywing Griff.
Yeah, it's a 3/4 flyer.
And draws
with
a card.
Emerge 6 and draws a card indeed.
Yeah, he can play it by sacking the Sky Spawner, but that only helps Lars. So, yeah, gives the cards back.
No, Arthur is not happy.
I think Arthur is dead. And we're going to
game 3.
Yep. Now token Freeblade, some tokens.
Yeah, definitely token free. Oh, maybe the Griff.
Or, yeah. I think the Griff is better. Sack the Whirler Rope,
I
play
also
the
think
Griff.
because Arthur needs to draw a Mass Mover or something. So you prefer to draw cards. Yeah, that doesn't.
Or you go to 6, whatever. There's 8 power on the board.
Maybe Evolving Wilds.
And a land. So he goes to 8 and he goes to 0. Unless there's a bounce spell awaiting as well. Yeah, and he scoops him up. So we go to 1-1.
Very important to play the Explosive Vegetation and scoop.
Yes,
Very
yes.
important.
Very relevant. It's a show of psychological
You see,
dominance.
I have more basic lands in my deck than you thought.
I have these. Still had all of these, guys.
Yes.
So, have we seen any weird things coming out of the sideboard that they might reconsider?
Expose Evil. Look at Lars. I think he's going to remove them. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
I've playtested a lot with Lars. I have a sense of how he thinks.
There's actually a thing to be said about this is a lot of people don't think about sideboarding on the play versus being on the draw, even though it's pretty important. Like a lot of the time you can afford to take out some of your tempo elements or anti-tempo elements depending on whether you're on the draw or on the play.
Yep. I'm not sure which one I would prefer in the top 8 because
Yes, you have a different perspective
Yeah,
on
indeed.
every match we're actually watching.
Well,
at
I
this
like
point.
both players, of course.
Even the ugly one?
Yes, even the ugly one.
Ah, okay.
But he's not playing, he's co-hosting with me. No, I do like both players. I played two-head giant last week with Lars, and I've played multiple times with Arthur. He was the one that I
Also Magic?
split the first finals with.
Oh, right, yeah.
Indeed.
Arthur was
Yeah.
the other finalist at the first edition of the final.
Indeed, so he's also a little bit of a winner.
Sort of.
Okay, what Arthur and I did, and I stopped doing, and he still does, is only playing the finals in Gentry. So Arthur did not play any Gentry deck format this whole season.
Yeah,
And
he's
plays
not
the
on the
finals.
leaderboard.
Indeed.
You are.
And I've done that for the last two.
Yeah,
finals.
you've been
But,
seriously testing.
Yeah, after the last tournament, I thought, wow, this is a really cool format. My deck was also a lot more fun than first finals, where I had to play
yeah, you played black, white, heroic.
that I just picked up because somebody gave it to me. It was a very nice guy. I really like Peter, but
Peter.
yeah, Peter
Was it-
Tuck.
Was it Peter?
it
I
was
thought
Peter
it was
Tuck,
Peter's
yeah.
deck.
No, pretty sure it was Peter Tuck.
Yeah. Who is in America, I think.
Could be.
Yeah.
He's
He
also
couldn't
expecting a
make it
baby.
here.
Okay, back to the game. Evolving Wilds for Island, just an island. Passing the turn again because Lars doesn't have blue 1-drops. Essence Flux doesn't count.
I've actually been thinking at CDC's Faithful, the 0/4 1-drop blue that
Yeah.
you can exploit to bounce something.
But Tom played it against me.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he couldn't sacrifice something. But he played it. It's one of his 4 rares.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but you have the common as well that just bounces one thing.
yeah, that one. No. He
It's,
played. No, sorry, he played the CDC. CDC
Vizier.
itself.
Yeah.
The 4/6 that touch that
Yep.
also searches the creature of your exploit card.
Yeah, that's I was writing an article on sideboarding for Gentry, and I had Gatherer open with all the commons in standard, and you see a lot of cards where you go like, well, this card's awesome, and there's not a deck with it, and this card's interesting and barely
Yeah.
played, and there's still so much
Yeah.
deck design space that.
That's insane.
And that's why I'm interested in. They're actually going to start a new leaderboard in Mechelen. Apparently, they have quite a bit of a group here. We have 3 of their players at this event as well. And I'm
From
interested
Class,
to
yeah.
see what's going to happen with their metagame.
One of them is top 8, by the way.
At least one of them.
Yeah, because I just
So-
drew against him.
In the meantime, we've had pilgrimages.
This was
and-
pilgrimage that was countered by.
No, the explosive vegetation
okay,
was
was
countered
countered.
by spell shrivel.
Yep.
And the pilgrimage actually resolved. Then we have a whirler rogue. So Lars is putting on the pressure this time. I love the art on whirler rogue. I think
Yeah,
it's one of the
it-
most beautiful cards we've
Yeah,
had
the colors,
recently.
both the colors and the drawing itself, very nice, very good.
Aerial
Congrats.
volley taking out the Topters.
He has in hand 1 Sent to Sleep and 1 green card and 2 lands. It's a 7/6 Trample Vigilance.
Also has explosive vegetation, I think.
No, I think
The
it's land.
second
I'm pretty
card.
sure it's land. Otherwise, he would have played it.
Yeah, probably.
I know.
Sent to sleep.
So this is so you see 2 islands and the
Lars
7 to 6
signaling a possible negate.
Bladed Crusher.
Let's it res. Oh!
Oh, this is really big.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
but it's
beginning
still
of-
not on tap.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Yes, he had spell mastery, so we'll have to keep an eye on that the players don't make this mistake. So what happened is Sent to Sleep was cast. We have Sent to Sleep.
Oh, but that one has vigilance even.
So it taps 2 things. Those creatures don't untap if they're spell mastery. Then Tenacity
Almost.
was played after that resolved, still in the beginning of combat, untapping them, giving everything lifelink. I think Lars also forgot about the lifelink.
Yeah. Top jongens, hij heeft de lifelink gedaan.
So 6 points of lifelink, and then got to attack. Now the effect of the send to sleep is still lingering, even though the creatures in the end.
Nee, dat wordt gewoon aangepast. Dat wordt gewoon aangepast, zeker. Moet ik een judge bij aan?
In fit roll.
Ja. Oké, stop even.
Yeah. So Arthur finally gets on the board with a plated crusher, and we're just bringing in the judge for a second for the lifelink that was missed.
This was a very good creature, and then they made Blessed Alliance.
Yes. Yes, a big part of the format was actually ramp into plated crusher. It was one of the pillars. You have a few pillars. You have Nantuko Husk, Reflector Mage, Plated Crusher, Rise from the Tides, Sphinx's Tutelage as really pillar cards that have been built around to build a variety of decks. We've seen blue-green ramp, we've seen red-green ramp from Nantuko Husk.
And none of those cards are in my deck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have the Thraben Inspector as your pillar.
Do you know the name of my deck?
Thraben Beatdown.
The Thraben Beatdown, indeed.
I said it on the. I mentioned it on the stream as well when you were constantly attacking for 2. It's like the deck living up to its name.
Yeah. When I revealed Emrakul, of course, then it's easier to beat down with the Thrabens.
So at this point, the Plated Crusher is playing big defense, but Lars played a Griff.
It has flying, so.
Yeah, so a wretched Griff it is. So getting him an extra card and gets to attack over the Plated Crusher now.
Not to brag, but Lars told me after his last match, it's thanks to you that I played the Wretched Griff on side because I really
Thanks
like.
to me?
No, thanks to me.
Oh.
Sorry. Like you can see, he's really happy with it here.
I like it as well. It's a big body. It has evasion, gets you cards,
and you can still play a creature and still play around playing tendrils and stuff like that.
Correct. Yep. So it's
because your creatures already had the come into play ability, so you don't care about that anymore. You can just play a 3-drop, like Reflector Mage, and if the board's not good for a 2/3, then you sacrifice the Reflector Mage, make it 3/4 flying, draw another card.
Yep. In the meantime, Arthur played Pulse of Murasa, but we missed what he actually got back.
Waar heb je teruggepakt, Arthur? Waar heb je teruggenomen? Evolving Wilds. This is a card that before this week I thought was underplayed as well.
Yes, it's
very underplayed.
In my top 5 of cards that should get played, which is another article that could be written like every 2 months or so.
I like it really much. But of course now you have Grapple, and Grapple is so nice.
Yes.
Grapple is so nice. But
Grapple and this work together.
This would be very, of course, but this would be very good if there was more aggressive decks.
Yes. There is a mono red playable and scary.
Oh, here we have Part to Water Veils. Taking an extra turn and making a 6/6. In the meantime.
Yeah, we have Fran Olbrechts, I think, playing mono red aggro pump.
Do you know how he's doing?
No idea.
Me neither. I just played against the third round against the black-red vampires, also very aggro, but I drew 3 Blessed Alliances. And
that sounds fair.
Yeah, that is very fair actually. So there are aggressive decks, and then we are very happy with Pulse of Murasa.
Yes, of course.
We also have 2 players playing green-white humans. It's also very aggressive.
Arthur attack. Oh yeah, Arthur has an extra turn. I was like, what?
But still, he's at 11.
Yeah,
he has to put some pressure.
The pulse put him back on a healthy life total.
It's 4 times clock now.
Thinking, I guess he has Blessed Alliance in his hand, which is the only card that's Tenacity.
No, here is Avacyn.
Ooh,
and this is very hard because Arthur is stepped out, so he can't do anything else. And here Lars can just double block with 2 indestructible creatures, killing the 7/6 hexproof. This might be
GG.
GG.
GG?
GG.
I believe it is. He already played the Crush, or didn't he?
What?
He played
Yeah,
Crush
he
already.
played the ball apart.
Yeah.
Arthur is getting an extra turn. Lars has 10 power on the board, which is 1 too few, but also Arthur has a creature.
Yeah.
6/6.
I think I might have seen a little glimpse of tenacity in Lars's hand already.
Is that right? I didn't see it. I see here the Evolving Wilds now land. He has nothing.
But he's only hitting him for 7 in the air anyway.
Only for 7.
Well, just saying, the tenacity wouldn't...
And-
Ooh. Still 1 damage short.
Yeah. Can't he play Forest now? No, he can't play Forest now next turn.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the Reflector Mages... Can't
Cast, okay.
Spells.
Yeah. Okay.
Cast and spells.
Yeah. Both very important.
I thought
so,
I was pretty sure the answer was no, but...
Have you already thought about the question about Commander that we had on Thursday?
Which one?
The Grisela, if it's Brisela, if it still counts as the Commander?
It does.
It does, yeah.
That was clear
it's
straight
game.
away.
Okay.
So, Lars wins. And we're going back to our waiting screen.
And now
with
Lars is in top 8. Sorry.